Today on the Boot Guy, we're talking about the ASOLO Fugitive GTX Gore-Tex line waterproof hiking boot. So you might say it ASOLO, I say it ASOLO. I've heard other guys say it different ways, but the Fugitive GTX is an amazing outdoor machine. ASOLO uses some great materials. First off, with their embedded rubberized toe that they finish off with nubuck, that they carry around all the way around to the side of the foot and to the arch. They use a ballistic type nylon that they then adhere their lacing system down into with more pieces of nubuck. So when it comes to the nice little details, ASOLO doesn't skip anything. They use the best looking materials to build their boots, and they always do. Whenever you see a pair of ASOLOs on the shelf at your local outdoor store, you will notice that they always stand out from the wall. They always draw your eye because they have a good way of designing aesthetically pleasing shoes and boots. Now the Fugitive GTX, it's waterproof, and it's waterproof because it's Gore-Tex lined, and so anything that's Gore-Tex is guaranteed through the Gore company. The heel of this boot is narrow, and I'm going to let you know that because if you go try these on, you have to make sure to try on your right size and width. Unfortunately, their D's run really narrow, so the double E's are probably going to be more ideal for most guys who are buying this as their first outdoor hiking boot, or just if you've got a wider foot, if you're a bigger guy, go with something a little bit wider. And I also suggest going with a wider model because you're going to want to double duty this. This is a great summer hiking boot. It truly is, because it's not insulated, it's just Gore-Tex lined. You can spend hours, you can spend weeks in this thing trudging around wherever you trudge around. Appalachian Trail, Mount Hood. Now, let's say you're going to walk the Appalachian Trail. Well, you know what? You're going to want to have different socks, different varieties, different thicknesses, because it can be 20 degrees one morning and go all the way up to 80 in that same day, or it can stay a constant rainy 40 degrees for 2 or 3 days straight. So you're going to want to be able to put different thicknesses of socks inside this boot. That's why I stress buying it a little bit wider. Now the polyurethane sole that ASOLO uses is beautiful. It's a multifaceted type sole that they call an easy clean out sole. So you give it a nice hit on the toe and most of the mud's gonna fall off that tread pattern. Like I said before, they're kind of narrow, and you can see that in the shape of that sole. You can see how it kind of narrows down right here at the arch of the foot. And you know what? You actually feel that when you have this boot on for a while. Inside the boot, the insole is nothing fancy, but it is made to go with this boot. So it isn't like you can go buy an aftermarket insole and throw it in. And if you do buy an aftermarket insole, it has to have those perforations into the insole. And those perforations are really important with all Gore-Tex lined shoes, that you can move air around so it kind of dries itself out. I think one of the nicest things about the Fugitive is that when you lace this boot up and you start to fit it in, the way it just hugs the ankle, the way it hugs the top of your foot, this boot becomes one with you. So that's the ASOLO Fugitive GTX Gore-Tex line hiking boot. If you've ever worn any ASOLO boots before, please comment below. Let guys know which model you've worn and whether or not you had a fit issue with the width of the boot. That tends to be the main thing that guys tell me when it comes to fitting their products, is that they tend to run a little narrow. Please don't forget to hit my subscribe button below. It really helps out. And if you should have any questions about this boot or any other type of outdoor boot, please feel free to email me. Pick my brain, see what I gotta say before you make a purchase. Alright, until the next time, I'm the Boot Guy. Thanks a lot for watching.